One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Johnson looking to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Got his man in the middle. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
That is the perfect start for a defense that has really struggled against the pass this season. They're in the bottom portion, okay? Have struggled, but opening drive, making a statement. Maybe this creates some momentum. Maybe this turns the tide for this defense.
To the air on first down. He's going to take a shot right away. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. They got a boost from their high school recruiting ranks, setting the table for the future, getting a verbal commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
Yeah, it's huge for this defense, not only because of his physical traits. This guy can run, he can cover, he can blitz the passer, but he's also a tremendous leader. This guy could be the alpha on this defense for years to come.
All right, guys, let's think a little bit about big picture TCU. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, 5-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level through the roof. Getting a guy like that you know is plug and play. I mean, big, strong, athletic, makes your defensive line formidable right away. The recruiting class, they just gained some serious momentum.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Sorsby. A shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him, just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Here comes the field goal unit. And he'll need a little distance and defend it just right. A 41-yarder from the left hash. He splits the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his man. It's Wilcox. Made a defender miss. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the big fella. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their...
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Looking to the big tight end. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. He'll pull it down and run.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Sorsby. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. The Horned Frogs will punt this one away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's McGowan. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got him downfield. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. There he goes. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you can tell extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
He caught it. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. And the Wildcats didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Caught in the backfield, it's Wilcox. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
Well, the defense sniffed that screen out perfectly. All the D linemen, they were reading the body language of the offensive line. They knew something was up, and when the screen pass got thrown, they were right there to make the tackle.
He's going for the goal line. He gets it in. Touchdown, Wildcats.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback, finding the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Offense will take over first and 10.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. Gets the back moving. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If if he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. They'll run play action. Got away from trouble and got rid of it.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Horned Frogs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think and put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills, and they've got it at the receiver position. So if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Johnson looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They'll go to the ground. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Unleashes one. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They'll play it safe and try for 3. And he'll need a little distance and accuracy, a 42-yarder from the left hash. No good. After the miss, the lead is still 4.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down at the 39.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Wilcox. Turning it on. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive, got to need better effort.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky! I can hear the defensive coordinator in the next booth yelling, "Wrap up! You have to wrap up!"
Bring your feet. 4 points of contact. You hear all those stuff from your defensive coaches. But you know what? Sometimes the guy's just better than you. He makes a play and gets in the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Sorsby. Got his man. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a big gain. And the Horned Frogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Floating away. Fires on the move. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Oh, they're after him. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Moving away from pressure. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. He holds it in, and nobody's close.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule. And the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. Dropping back, it's Sorsby. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, TCU!
That is exactly what this offense needed to do.
Oh, and the extra point is blocked. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. He's got him. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they wanted more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion. It's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
With the catch, it's McGowan.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Oh, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Johnson wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a fourth down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. Fourth down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Kentucky will boot it deep to get the second half underway. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 20. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments. They've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think again, if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Horned Frogs want to pick up the tempo.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
Looking to throw at Sorsby. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. To the air on first down. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a first and goal from the 10. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort. Right now, they're making the most plays.
Third and long, no secret what he needs here. Pocket breaking down. They stripped it out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. I guess in this case, the scramble giveth and the scramble taketh away, and the ball was taken away.
And I'm not sure if he just didn't see an open guy downfield or if his receivers didn't do a good enough job on the scramble rule getting open. But at the end, quarterback held on to it way too long. That allowed the defense to catch up to him. Great takeaway.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. I know when a guy's thrown 3 interceptions, it's not good, but everything hasn't been bad. They've moved the ball a little bit. They just keep self-destructing. Not quite so backed up after that play. He's out of bounds at the 12.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Johnson looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's McGowan. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? Second down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33. And that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The Wildcats will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Buys a little time. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Ball security going to be paramount this time, Jesse.
Yeah, and sense of urgency, too. They're trailing in this game right now. The turnover wasn't great, so, David, they really got to be able to put something positive together on this drive.
Put something positive together, be aggressive, but don't be reckless. Can't have any more of those turnovers.
And the Horned Frogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. The play-action fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game, and someone's going to have to step up and make a play to turn this thing around.
The Horned Frogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He'll go to the sneak.
Well, he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Might be looking to run. Breaks into the open. Oh, there's the ball. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Yeah, and that is so frustrating because he did the right thing. He got the 1st down, got past the sticks, but didn't do the most important thing and take care of the football, and that goes right back now to the defense.
And a great job, David, by the defense not quitting on the play, right? Of course, they saw him getting the 1st down, but they were still pursuing. They still got hats to the ball. They were able to rip it away, and that is a...
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wildcats. He would not be denied.
Well, we see the home run on offense, but defensively, we've got to do a better job tackling. You've got to get hats to the football, and then you got to bring the ball carrier down. Poor fundamentals, poor tackling helped lead to that long touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Conference USA action right now, fellas. Wait till you see how things are playing out. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to New Mexico State. Conference USA tends to make its presence felt, and we'll circle back with any big changes, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Sorsby. That's reeled in, it's Hale.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Gonna swing it on second down. Lets it fly deep downfield. To the end zone, and it's picked off. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their...
And here's a fumble way behind the line. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Finds space on the right. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Hard Frogs!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the fourth quarter.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. The Wildcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Quarterback may change this route. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Wilcox. Drills him with the stiff arm. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. Looking to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's McGowan. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Wilcox. And he'll have to check his feelings after that lick, but he did get the first down.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Red pass, it's complete. Touchdown, Kentucky. And they take it in for 6 more points. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
He'll bring it out. It's Hale. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Looking to throw, it's Ash. Steps away to find some room. They get to him as he throws.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Looking left. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 25. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Now let's see if they can follow up that huge play. 1st and 10 from the 23. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Makes the catch. And he will score. Touchdown, TCU. That is what we call in the industry a defensive breakdown. That guy was loose for the big play.
Busted coverage, really, really bad execution. Somebody slips, somebody falls. Nothing about that defensively is something you're looking for, but the offense will take it and get the easy touchdown.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab for the 2-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. They still need a touchdown to take the lead here in the fourth, and they'll try to get the ball back with the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Johnson looking to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
I like aggressiveness, and I like going for the win. I have no problem with that. But, man, I got to call high percentage throws. I got to make sure I don't do that. Now I turn the football over. Now I got a chance to lose. I hope my defense comes in here and bails me out.
Looking downfield on first down. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
And I like a very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
This is a huge third down. They need a score to win this game, and they're not getting a ton of yards these last two plays. An incompletion followed by a short gain on a run. You got to be able to pick something here on the third down basket and go to your best player and not overthink this.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
I know they've got all their timeouts left, but it feels like this is the ball game right here. Fourth down, the quarterback's got to do something special, knowing that they need a touchdown here to win.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. He's moving out of the pocket. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that is a back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
Throwing right. A strike downfield. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They give it to him again. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Wildcats have moved it inside the 20. They'll run it. It's McGowan. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The offense knocking on the door. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially